Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate, all peace and blessing be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Peace be upon him, and peace and blessing also be upon each and every one of us. Now, what kind of topic we would like to discuss? Chapter 7, right? Okay, chapter 7, which means ablution with sand or tayammum. In another translation, some contemporary scholars translate tayammum with dry ablution. Dry ablution. In here, ablution with sand, the same meaning. And before we start discussing and reading this chapter, the 7th chapter, I would like to summarize first about the previous lessons we have read and discussed before. First, we still discussing about taharah. In Islamic law terms, taharah mean a purification. Taharah is necessary to make our prayer valid. What kind of purification is necessary to make our prayer valid? There are three kind of taharah, three types of purification. One, purification from minor impurity or minor ritual impurity, or from hadath asghar. And number two, purification from ritual major impurity or hadath akbar. And three, purification from physical impurity, or it is called najasah. So before we perform prayer or salah, we have to make sure that we already pure in all of the three. Which one? Number one, minor impurity or hadath asghar, major impurity or hadath akbar, and physical impurity or from najasah. Only then our prayer, my prayer and your prayer, will be regarded as valid prayer. And what we would like to discuss tonight, chapter number 7, it is part of the way to remove the minor or little impurity and major or ritual impurity or hadath akbar. It is called tayammum, which is translated in here ablution with sand or dry ablution. You can say both ways. Okay, now please read Shafiq and should be followed by others.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. Chapter 7. Ablution with sand. Tayammum. Section 1. Tayammum can be had for the following cases. 1. If there is no water, the traveler who is sure of this can do tayammum without any need to first search.
Okay, there is some less precision in saying sure. It should be sure. There's a. Yeah. Sure or sure. Try using the Google Translate what it is said. Sure, a little bit sure. Okay. And the time Shafiq start and ending, it should be who is sure of this. It should end in here, of this. Can do tayammum without, just like that. Okay, repeat. The traveler.
The traveler who is sure of this can do tayammum without any need to first search the neighborhood.
Neighborhood. Hood. In English, any double O, it should be read who. Neighborhood. Try in here.
Neighborhood.
Hood. Double O should be pronounced U in Indonesia or in any pronunciation. Okay. Next.
But if it is
Actually, the reading can be divided into three end. The traveler who is sure of this, 1, can do tayammum, 2, without any need. Oh, this should be 1, any need. This should be corrected. Without any need to first search the neighborhood. Number 3. Okay, please repeat. The traveler.
the traveler who is sure of this can do tayammum without any need to first search the neighborhood.
Okay. Next.
But if it is a mere supposition,
Mere is like only, just. It is mere. Supposition mean assumption, prediction, in this position. Guessing is also similar meaning. Okay, next.
He should first search his luggage. Or make inquiries from his companions.
Okay, look out the inquiries. Inquiries. Repeat. Or make
inquiries from his companions.
Okay, before continuing, I would like to emphasize first that tayammum or dry ablution is can be used for removing the minor impurities and major impurities, as stated by the second sentences in here. In Arabic, yatayammamu al-muhdisu wal junubu. So tayammum can remove minor impurities and major impurities. In here, tayammum can be had for, the translation is not precise in here. Actually, this should be yatayammamul muhdisu wal junubu li asbabin. It should be translated, tayammum can remove or can purify a minor impurities and major impurities because of following cases. So it is little bit mistakes in here. So please write down here, yatayammamul muhdisu wal junubu li asbabin. Tayammum can remove al-muhdisu minor impurities wal junubu and major impurities li asbabin, because of the following cases. Because or for the following cases. I repeat, tayammum or dry ablution can remove minor impurities and major impurities for the following cases. This is the most important, one of the most important statement in here. So you can, if you are muhdith or you have minor impurities, you can do tayammum or you can perform tayammum. Also, if you have major impurities or junub, you also can perform tayammum or dry ablution. So tayammum can purify both minor and major impurities. This is one of the most important statement in these pages. Yatayammamu al-muhdisu wal junubu. While ablution or al-wudu only can purify minor impurities, and ghusl or ritual bathing can purify major impurities. But tayammum or dry ablution can purify both minor and major impurities. Just like 1 week ago, there is some question online who asked me about can tayammum purify major impurities? The answer is yes. Tayammum can purify minor impurities and major impurities. Okay, next.
If in a plane, he should look around him. And if the ground be hilly, search the vicinity.
Plain, if in a plain means a place where you can see the situation around you. That is plain. In Arabic, it is called mustawin, the place without hill or mountain. Okay, next.
And if the ground be hilly, search the vicinity as far as the horizon.
Not horizon. Okay, look out.
Horizon.
Okay, horizon. So O, the first O, it is pronounced horizon. The second O also pronounced horizon, not horizon. In Indonesia, it is horizon, horizontal, horizon. But in English, it is called horizon. Okay, repeat.
As far as the horizon. Only if all his effort.
Not effort. Try to look out. Yeah. Sometimes effort, right? Sometimes in Indonesia, it is pronounced but sometimes it's not certain. Okay, next, continue.
Only if all his efforts are without success.
Actually, more precise is success. Success. Okay, try.
Success.
Yeah, not sa. Okay, repeat.
Are we without success? Is he permitted to perform tayammum? When not on a journey. The absence of water at a place once ascertained,
once ascertained. Okay, try to look out. Ascertain mean in Indonesia dipastikan.
Ascertain.
It's not correct. You not copy paste? Actually, I'm now working on retranslation of this book, because this book actually originally translated by Mr. E.C. Howard, but unfortunately the translation in 19th century, so the English used in this book is a little bit outdated. You know what outdated means, Faisal? What outdated? Yeah, the English in here, it is too classic, too outdated. So some of the word no longer used in today's communication. So finally I make up my mind to translate myself, and now already in this chapter in Tayammum, and in my new translation, this is my own translation, I translate the Tayammum with dry ablution, because dry ablution is what is used by many contemporary scholars for Tayammum. This ablution with sand is the old translation. Okay, what the pronunciation of ascertain?
Ascertain.
Is this UK? No, actually, sometimes some.
Ascertain.
Okay. Okay, continue.
does not dispense with the necessity of another search. On a second ablution becoming requisite, because water may in the interval have risen at a spot where previously
Just little by little. For example, because water may in the interval then have risen at a spot.
because water may in the interval have risen
Please look out, risen or risen.
Rise.
No.
Risen.
What? Rai or ri?
Risen.
Again?
Listen.
Huh? What language is that?
Prison.
What? Rai or Ri? I think Risen. Okay. Continue.
At a spot where previously there was none. If there is known to be water, at so short at so short a distance that a traveler in case
No, the stop at here. At so stop a distance. Stop in there.
at so short a distance
Distance.
at so short a distance that a traveler in case of necessity
Would stop there. Necessity. Repeat that a traveler
in case of necessity will be willing to leave his road in order to reach it. Then he must do so. Unless he fear thereby to endanger his
thereby. Stop. Repeat.
unless he fear thereby to endanger his person or property
Repeat.
or property. For in this latter case, also ablution with sand is permitted.
Sand. Repeat.
Also ablution with sand is permitted.
Okay. That's it for the time being, for a while now. So, ablution, as I said earlier, the most important statement in this discussion tonight is that yatayammamul muhdithu wal junubu, that tayammum can be performed for or to purify minor impurity and major impurity. But tayammum is a dispensation or rukhsah in Arabic, which means there are some conditions where you are permitted to perform a dry ablution or tayammum. And one of the condition where we are permitted to perform a dry ablution in here is faqdul ma, or there is no water, or the absence of water. The same meaning. There is no water, is right, but I translate myself in my new version of this book is the absence of water. The absence of water is one condition where you are or we are permitted to perform a tayammum. And the continuing statement after this is actually the detail of how the absence of water, which is required by the Sharia or Islamic law as a condition or pre-requirement to perform a tayammum. In here it is said the traveler, for example, if you are traveling to some places and you do not or cannot find water, so you have to make sure there is some two possibilities. One, you are sure that the water is none in that place. Second, the second possibility is the water could be there or there is no water at all. So in this, if you are sure that the water is none, you can do tayammum right away. But if you are still doubtful, or in Arabic shak, you are doubtful whether the water is there or not, you have to try to find out the water. That is what the second line is all about. So this here, the traveler who is sure that water does not exist at all, you can do tayammum right away. But if you are just not sure if there is water or no, maybe there is water, maybe not, so you have to try to find out. You go there and you go there, and after you try to find out and you do not find the water, then only then you can perform dry ablution or tayammum. And yeah, this one, only if all his efforts are without success, he is permitted to perform tayammum. And then that's one for traveler. And now what if you are at home, residents, you are at home and you do not find a water. And here it is explained, when not on a journey, the absence of water at a place one ascertains does not dispense with the necessity of another search on a second ablution becoming requisite, because water may in the interval have risen at a spot where previously there was none. What does it mean? If you are at home, you are still required, you are obligated to search to find a water, even if you are certain that there is no water. For example, Zainullah stay in Bantur, Bantur, sometimes the water is scarce. So he is sure that there is no water. But if he is at home, he still should search for water. Because the Islamic law, the ulama, the Islamic scholars says, could be there is water after another prayer. So the searching of water is a must or obligatory. Okay, now please explain to us briefly, Afandi. What's about the topic we are just discussed earlier.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. In the previous study, we have been learned about three kinds of impurity. Number one is small impurity, and number two, major impurity, and number three, physical impurity. And now we continue study about two kinds of impurity, small impurity and major impurity. If we want to make a prayer valid, we must be pure from impurity, from small impurity, and to remove
We must what?
we must be pure from small
Pure, the verb form is purify. We must purify. That is the fi'il of pure is purify. Okay.
we must purify from small impurity, and to remove from small impurity we must perform ablution with water if there is a water, and if there is no water we must be perform ablution with sand. And tayammum can remove small impurity and major impurity for the following cases. Number one, if there is no water, and the traveler who is so of this can do tayammum without any need to
That is
first.
the most important things about tayammum is one, as I stated earlier, it can purify minor and major impurities, but with conditions. Conditions mean shurut, bishurutin. One, as we discussed tonight, is because there is no water or the absence of water. Okay, now Fahmi, please explain briefly about tayammum, which we discussed tonight. Okay, what the functionality of tayammum? Okay, just answer. What the functionality of tayammum? The benefit of tayammum. What the benefit of tayammum?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. To remove the impurity and measure the impurity.
Okay. Maksum, what the benefit of tayammum?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the next
we study the tayammum, and when should we perform tayammum or
Now, what the benefit of tayammum? Answer my question. Not to read that, because maybe you cannot find the answer in there. What the benefit of tayammum, as I explained earlier? Uday? Okay. Uday, please answer. What's the benefit of tayammum?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. Benefit to tayammum is prayer sholat.
Is what?
Prior to sholat. Prior to sholat.
Prayer? Prayer, salat. No, you actually just need to translate wa yatayammamu lil muhdisi wal junubi. Okay, Fatur Rahman, Sukosari, tell us about the benefit of or functionality of tayammum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate.
Or what the purpose of tayammum?
The functional of tayammum, we can do remove the small and major impurities.
Yeah, right. Not mayor, major.
Major.
Yeah, mayor is in Indonesia. Okay, Zainullah, I just want to ask you some question. First, what's the purpose of tayammum?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The benefit of tayammum is placement, pengganti.
Is
Placement, pengganti.
okay, replacement.
Replacement
Okay,
of water. So if there are not water, we can do tayammum. For example, if there is no water, we can do tayammum, and or there is water and we need to that water, we can do tayammum.
after we perform or after we do tayammum, so what acts, what kind of worship we can do?
I'm sorry.
After we have done tayammum, what kind of worship we can do? Worship means ibadah. So after we have performed tayammum, what worship we can do?
We can do
Ayul ibadah nasta'mil an na'mal ba'da tayammum.
one of ibadah wajib or something of ibadah sunnah.
Can tayammum remove major impurities?
Yes,
Yes, it can.
yes, can.
Can tayammum purify minor impurities?
Yes, when there are something.
No. When I say can. So you should answer yes, it can.
Yes, it can when we prevent to using of water.
That is the condition. What conditions we are permitted to perform tayammum? Fauzan. There are some condition, many condition, but we just discuss one condition only tonight. So what condition where we are permitted to perform tayammum? What condition? Ayyu syurut, mal syurut, ma asyurut.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. And if the ground be
It is only needs one answer. What condition we are permitted, or what condition are we permitted to perform a tayammum?
if there is no water.
Yeah, that's one. Only one answer: when there is no water, or in the absence of water. Okay, that's good. I think we need to learn more in English. When you read these books, you should read loudly so that your tongue and your mouth become accustomed to say in English. Okay, walau tayaqqanahu akhiral waqti wallahu a'lam. Amin.